of the youth. And they have listed many things, many funds. They have listed the Nyota, they have listed the Youth Enterprise Fund, they have listed the Kazi Maju for youths. But we also have questions about this. You know, when you tell us about Nyota funds, and if you are, for example, bringing together 3 counties and you bring them to Tana River, for example, and the president flies there with his delegation. I mean, how much do we spend on? And we asked the CS3 that question in the Senate last week, and he said, you know, the president is expending money from the allocation in State House. The allocation for State House is a public, is public from, it's public resources. And we must ask ourselves, what in the first place does the president go to do? I mean, we transport him to a particular county to present these funds. And by the way, at the end of the day, they'll be still transferred to the youth electronically. I mean, that is wastage, which again comes against agenda point number 9, which was stopping wastage of public resources and promoting government efficiency. So we will ask those questions. When you talk about Kazi Maju, we hear now about Kenyans that were enlisted to join the Russian army without their knowledge. This government, seems not to have been aware about this. We continue hearing stories of our people being killed in Saudi and every other place. We must ask ourselves these questions. When you talk about the youth employed in the affordable housing program, there are questions also. How much are these youth earning? I mean, what is the cost of producing these particular jobs? Because there is that tax implication, because it's from the housing levy that is levied to people, who may not even need these houses. So we must gauge and assess these gains against the cost. And there are so many other things. But allow me to say this, Dibal. The chapter on leadership and integrity, agenda number 6, leadership and integrity.
Hang on, before you even go there, because you've mentioned that particular list of the cabinet secretaries and the principal secretaries and even the head of parastatals, I just want to run you by it as well, so that you may tell us, as we're talking about inclusivity, and if my director may just pick up on it and we just run through it as well. Here it is, right? It may just get it in full. We have the prime cabinet secretary there, and that is, of course, foreign affairs, Musalia Mudavadi, the way cabinet secretary, county region association, Vihiga, ethnicity, right, in front here, Luo. We have National Treasury and Economic Planning, John Birdie, Homo Bay, Luo.
No, Birdie is Suba. Remove that classification. Subas are Bantus, we are Nilots.
Okay.
Very wrong.
Okay.
What language does he speak?
No, Suba.
Okay, we have. Can I just go through the list, then you can challenge it? No, just a moment. Hang on.
They are entrenching discrimination of Luos.
He's a German.
But it's not the Luos who are listed here only. Can I just go through the list?
Let the ball go through.
Interior and National Administration, Kipchumba Murkomen, Elgeyo Marakwet Kalenjin. We have Defense, so Ipantuya, Narok, Masai. Health, Eden Duale, Garissa, Somali. We have Education, Julius Ogamba, Kisii. And have energy, of course, Opio Ndai, Siaya, Luo. Road and Transport, Davis, Chirchir, Kericho, Kalenjin, lands, housing, and urban development, Alice Ohome, Moranga,
Kikuyu.
All right. well, you get the picture. You get the picture. What are you talking about?
Can I say something
to the end?
Before Honorable Kaluma comes in, please.
Yeah, just finish. We'll come to you.
The point on leadership and integrity, first of all, is the shortest, if you have gone through it.
Yes.
It is actually about 3 sentences, because they did not want to touch on that, because it's lacking. There is no leadership and integrity, and that's why they didn't want to talk about it. Because of course, the insults that have been there. When you are talking about leadership integrity, with a president who keeps telling people that they have no brains, a president who has a mind that erroneously informs him that God is very limited in his the store of brains in God's vineyard or whatever it is, that the only brains that remained by the time God was creating President Ruto, it was in short supply. So whatever remained was given to President Ruto. So the rest of us were not lucky because God is limited. We
You are
came
just
and found.
but- you are done
no,
ahead.
just a
We
moment.
came and found.
Honorable Newtu, but also Rigathi Gachagua has
Elected
confirmed this
Iboran.
also in the DCP and of course your party. He says he admires also the brains in ODM because that is also lacking within DCP.
Yeah.
And he said they have consummate lawyers. You lack the intellectual provenance. So you cannot also raise accusations.
No, I think it was.
President, and we have also your own.
Well, I support you.
You
I
support me on
you,
this.
yes. I support you.
Yeah.
I think Rigathi Gachagua should not come in because he was not part. Just a minute. He was not part. We are discussing the 10-point agenda. This was entered into between ODM and UDA. So Rigathi Gachagua should not come in this particular issue.
I was just raising
I was
questions.
explaining to you why the point on leadership and integrity is very short. Because this was an assessment, remember, Dibal, on the progress made on these particular 10 points, the agenda that was captured in 10 points. And that is why I'm saying it was short because the leaders in this particular agreement have their issues. I mean, we were talking about Uburu, who is my colleague, and I do not want to discuss. All he wants now is power. I mean, this agenda does not even matter. That's why this leadership and integrity. That's why this leadership and integrity had to be very short. Because what do you say about Uhuru Odinga? That the leadership is power, and I mean, that is why it had to be this short. Then, one thing that is very important to mention. The right to peaceful assembly and compensation for victims of protests and riots. And